Вітаю вас, бджілки, ви на каналі Hogwarts, і сьогодні у нас буде 23-я частинка проходження гри Хогвартсу. На початку ролика я попрошу вас поставити лайк, підписатися на канал, а також протягом цього відео написати будь-який коментар. Дякую, тож полетіли. Продовжуємо. Так, поки я не знімав, я чисто зайнявся мінімальними цими справами. Я прокачав одяг, який потрібно, і поміняв зачарування на ньому на те, щоб воно зробило максимальну шкоду від Діфіндо. Тепер Діфіндо має так неймовірно дамажити, що просто капець. Кинув сюди ще кормушку, бред, порозкидав звірів в себе по віджетаріях. Коротше, зробив з ними нарешті порядок. Тому, поки, в принципі, зробив такий мінімальний порядок чисто зі звірями і з одягом. Потім ще буду робити якийсь порядок з зіллєварилками і з цими місцями, де мають рости тваринки в мене. Тваринки, кажу, рослинки. Так, зустрітися з Натті. Ось вона тут. Йдемо, послухаємо. Так, це ми їй в попередній серії допомогли. Красиво, сніжок падає.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what
Чому я не
you've
міг
done,
вибрати мишкою?
I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me
Ого,
on his back,
жирафкою.
my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who
Трохи
had come from our
незручно,
village.
напевно, бути жирафкою і умовно там,
Just as he removed
коли ти
a scar from
подорожуєш
his
у
face, he shouted,
якусь там Британію,
and then
та
aimed his rifle.
He didn't
так, коли
want you to
перетворюєшся,
identify him.
то
Exactly.
всі розуміють,
In
що,
an instant,
що
my
тут
father
робить
bowed his
жирафка.
neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this,
Так, я ще
they
трошки
turned and ran
понизив
in fear.
яскравість лампи, думаю,
Magic
так,
terrified
напевно,
them,
краще
and
буде.
then he was gone. And
Треба
it was
понизив
all my
знизу
fault.
просто.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine
Ти
what you went
поділилася з
through.
нами історією, як
Your
загинув
father
її
sounds
батько.
exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio.
Так, там під низом якась скриня пише, що є так. Ми поки можемо, до речі, відкрити цю штуку. Давайте відкриємо. Так. Значить, тут є. Так, 0, 1, 2. Так, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Максимум 9. Значить, 9, 7, 16. Ще треба 8, тобто павучок має бути на ось цьому. Тут павучок, а тут 11, совушка, 0 має бути 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Там має бути трьохголова гідра. Ось вона. Відкривайся.
Revelio.
Так. Тут щось є. Ну, таке собі. Добре. Так, що в нас далі по квестах? Поговорити з Поппі. Мапа. Де вона нас чекає? В Хоксміті? Ні, десь у світі. Летимо тоді до неї. Небезпечно дівчині так по ночах в лісі гуляти, Поппі.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well,
так,
they
ми з
don't
кентавром
exactly
мали
know
зустрітися.
we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
Ого.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Хто зупинить їх?
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could
Так, а
it
що ми
be?
шукаємо? Що за снічет?
In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
А як нам вас знайти? Не натрапивши на інших кентаврів?
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Добре. Даш нам знати. Так, а в нас є завдання. А, точно. Згадав поговорити в кімнаті про третє випробування. Ну, погнали. Третє випробування то третє. По ідеї, передостаннє. Або одне з останніх.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped
Нам треба
that when the time
проникнути в
came, the
офіс
occupant of that
цього
office would be of
там,
help to us.
директора.
Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Та...
How will I
What's
gain
that?
access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Треба поговорити з професором Фігом. Ну, місія, з'явися. О, speak to Professor Fig. In his office. Charms, Professor Fig, classroom. Не найзручніша мапа, звісно. Але жити з нею можна. Професор Фіг. О, нарешті він тут. У нас тут
Professor Fig,
проблеми,
the keepers
щоб
have shown me where the next
врятуватися
trial
від
is.
злих гоблінів, а він десь
Lord Goblin and I
пропадає.
have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle, and I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Та, професор Фіг, вам доведеться якось його відволікти.
To get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
А може просто
Wait, does
імперію?
a polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? and take ages to brew.
It does?
So how do you
Ага,
already have
перетворювальне
potions to change
це.
into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Поїхали. Добре, що професор мав зразу готове зіллячко. Можна перевдягнутись ще. А. Дякую.
How do you feel?
Incredible.
Перепрошую, треба було сказати спочатку.
How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Так, все, треба поговорити з матам. Тою, що в... А, мені не можна переміщатися швидкими телепортами, все зрозумів.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes.
Я не зрозумів, що це за зілля.
Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which...
Але я так зрозумів, це було щось приватне.
Daily, why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Так, а як, до речі, просто ходити, типу, повільно? А, на сі, так? Так, почалися підлаги. Пропали.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Headmaster? Here, what could you want?
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all.
Professor, a word? Professor
О,
Black,
ось з нею мав поговорити.
it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they are fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
Так, куди мені? Туди.
What did we do to
Отже,
deserve being
password
Has anyone
from.
seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Так. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой, тихо-тихо. Заблукав. Сюди.
No, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
А, то, в принципі, я міг поговорити з тими студентами. У мене деякі студенти.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor, a word, please.
Ні, давайте не пліс.
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
Так.
That ought to
Ось.
give Professor Fig.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house elf.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
But certainly I remember. It's still stronger together, no?
Master has made Scrope laugh.
Так, треба вгадати,
Of
які ці.
course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The Polyjuice... Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the dignified banners of Hufflepuff. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
Це змінив цей та. Змінити декорації на Хафлпафа.
Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
О, тепер всі Хафлпаф. Найс. Зовсім не цей. Зовсім не предвзято. Так. Куди ми? Як де Headmaster Office? Де він там є? В цій вежі десь тут найближче виглядає. Сподіваюсь, ми встигнемо виконати це випробування за даний ролик. Так, сюди, так? Ух, який тут прям коридорище. Третього рівня. Щось може бути цікаве. Відкривайся. Йдемо глянемо. Так, золото. Золото це таке. Так, тут якась ця. G. О, велика скриня. Тут може бути щось цікаве. О, легендарна масочка. Це вже цікавіше. Так, мені ще нагорою, тут ще якийсь замок цікавий. Тоді забираємо. Так, ось є скринька. Ось маленька скринька. Так, куди тут далі? Так, ще. А, це напевно спальня, до речі, цього. Директора. А, ну тут взагалі нічого цікавого нема. Так, тоді піднімаємося. Так, тут є якась скриня. Оу. О, тут треба поміскувати.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
Так, нема у мене люмос. А, до речі, треба було ревелі отак прожати. Так, гаргуля. О, до речі, там я якусь скриню пропустив.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Так, тут щось є.
Alohomora.
А, може якраз та скриня. Якраз та скриня, можливо, за цими дверима. Тут точно буде щось дуже класне. Ну, так. Так, ось є ще лист якийсь. Окей. Я ж тут все забрав. Там знизу ще все-таки пропустив якусь скриню знизу. Тут що не двері, то цей. То щось цікаве. Ого, з того боку закрита. Ага.
It's good to see you.
All
Вітаю.
thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
Угу. Цю книжку, так? Зараз, секунда. Тут якийсь лист. Я хочу його взяти. Ось є. Рецепт. Тонік. Зрозумів, це якийсь. Окей, все, читаємо книжечку. Ой-ой-ой, якась темна ця. О, ну все, почалось випробування.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
Цікаво, цікаво.
The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Може, давайте ми пошвидше знайдемо цей плащ, щоб мене захистив.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere.
Що ти на мене дивишся? Відвернися. Що ця фігня на мене дивиться?
I need to time this just right.
О. Нарешті він відходить.
I see a staircase straight ahead.
Тихо. Так, це кінець, так? Так, це не такий вже й простий квест, виявиться.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
Мені треба, щоб той чувак відвернувся. Ну, чекаємо тоді. Він класно виглядає, я не проти навіть якби пройти якусь гру з такою ж самою. Ну, таким самим
I need to time this just
малюванням.
right.
От зараз.
I see a staircase straight ahead.
Та ну. Як мені повз того чувака пройти? Може ти вже підеш, га? Так, я не можу стріляти. Чел, махайся. Не знаю як, але я мушу пройти. Я не знаю, як я це пройшов. Просто без прокачаного цього я би це не зробив ніколи. Без прокачаного скіла в стелсі.
How could this happen?
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
Може мені пора вже тікати, га? Давай тікати, швидше. Гей, мені треба було десь там. А, сюди, та. Капець, скільки тут цих челіків.
They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be?
Як просто це пройти? Що це за смертежери?
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
Що реально ти або рухайся, або...
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Відвернися. Відвернися, я тобі сказав. Рухайся, чав, я тебе прошу дуже. Просто рухайся.
Nothing this way. More danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
Дякую.
Doorway looks like closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Це був єдиний мій шлях вийти звідти. Як я маю пройти там повз них?
Now's my chance.
Шанс, давай. Чого, просто біжи. От бачу чекпоінт, не бачу перешкод, просто біжи. Оце супер стелс, я розумію.
That's the way forward.
Так, мені треба ту штуку, та? Забирай. Містері Куак, давай, мантія невидимка.
Can this be?
О,
I think I'm invisible.
та, все, тепер в мене має бути супер невидимість. Ой. Напевно, не сюди. Ці двері? Ні. І не в ці двері. Так, чекайте, а куди мені йти? А, прямо. Напевно, я маю бути взагалі, типу, прозорим аж.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
А, вони взагалі тебе не бачать. Головне не доторкатися до
This is
них.
the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
О, знову я кудись вийшов. Ух.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Паличка? Це бузинова паличка.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Це бузинова паличка. Вона точно нагадує по формі її. Значить, лишився лише цей камінь.
I've never felt such power.
А можна якісь інші закляття? Не можна. Воу.
Defender! Bombarda! Depulsor! Descendo! Defender! Bombarda!
Ну, бузинова паличка overpower. Просто аж надто overpower. Ой.
Defender! Depulsor! Bombarda! Defender!
Зараз.
Defender! Depulsor! Descendo! Bombarda! Descendo! Defender! Revelio! Bombarda! Defender! Bombarda! Defender! Depulsor! Descendo! Bombarda! Defender!
Спокійно переміг їх всіх.
Revelio!
Тут також ревеліо можна прижимати, але толку від нього, напевно, немає. О, от і смерть. Це що, ми зараз проти неї будемо боротися, так? А ні, не проти неї.
Defender! Depulsor! Descendo!
Тихо, щось я вже нічого не бачу.
Defender! Bombarda! Depulsor! Descendo! Defender! Bombarda! Descendo!
Що цей чар тут робить?
Bombarda! Depulsor! Descendo! Defender! Depulsor! Descendo! Bombarda! Defender!
Та я ж хотів в останній момент це встигнути прожати.
Defender!
Так.
Bombarda! Defender! Descendo! Depulsor!
Так, переміг. Що там далі?
Bombarda! Defender! Descendo! Depulsor! Defender! Bombarda! Bombarda! Defender!
Там по 16 тисяч дамаги я бачу. Проходить.
Bombarda! Defender! Descendo! Bombarda! Defender! Bombarda! Descendo! Bombarda! Defender! Defender. Descender. Descender. Defender.
Один. Там було один, справді. Що, пішов цей чувак, так? Там, до речі, постійно бачив в колекції щось прилітає. Я так зрозумів, що після завершення цієї глави у нас там буде якийсь поборник демонів або щось смерті, щось такого плану. Так, камінь. Камінь, треба останню частинку. Камінь. Такий маленький камінчик треба.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
Де? А, от. Так, все. Останній. Забираємо. Воскрешальний камінь. Паличку візьми краще, чувак.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone.
Dear sweet.
Ага, мені треба якогось воскресити.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
Давай, йдемо. Хто
You
це?
found me, but you cannot undo what has
А,
been
це
done.
ця дівчинка.
The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Давай, пішли. Цікавий в неї цей випробування тяжче, ніж інші. Але мені сподобалось,
But there is no
особливо
light
ця
without
ці
shadow, as there
хмарки
is no shadow
класно
without light. Simply
виглядають.
because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Звичайно, та, напевно, якби вся гра так виглядала, то було б неприємно, напевно, після
Remember
пару
that
годин
as you witness my
гри.
memory.
Але так чисто епізод пройти. Цікаво дуже. Гарно придумали. За це великий лайк. Шкабум, давно вже не чули цього шкабум. Ого, повертаємося назад в звичайний світ.
for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands, it
saw
can...
what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Угу. Угу. Значить, ця дівчинка, напевно, наробила бід. О.
Revelio.
Це щось є цікаве. Наче нема. Повертаємося в Map Chamber. Так, Map Chamber. З ким я маю поговорити? А, просто підійти. О, ура, останній мах.
Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Так, значить, нам лишився останнє випробування залишилось. Я так розумію, там і буде вже зразу фінальна битва з цим. З Ранроком.
I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Так, The Hallowed Hero. Так, давайте наступні місії. Що там по місіях, алло? Вестс? А не пусто. О, ні, оцей. Так, Себастьян, та? А, Speak to Dick. Фенікс. 54. В наступному ролику. Обов'язково. Це остання, ну, це передостання тваринка, яка мені потрібна. Але... Фенікс. Що, бомбарда? Окей. Друзі, дякую всім за перегляд. Нагадаю, за лайк, комент, підписочку. Побажаю здоров'ячка, всього найкращого і зустрінемося вже в наступному ролику в пошуках останнього Фенікса. Чи не останнього Фенікса, але в пошуках Фенікса. Це. Всім па-па.